a village girl trapped between duty and dreams. Her story depicted in grains. The morning sun spread its golden hues over Kumar's thatched roof mud hut, nestled amidst the lush green fields of a Tamil village. The red lacquer flooring inside, made from crushed seashells, shimmered faintly in the soft light, as though mirroring the resilience and spirit of Kumar's family. Outside, the expanse of vegetable fields stretched endlessly: tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and gourds. Kumar, a hard-working farmer, had poured years of sweat and love into nurturing the land, ensuring that his family not only had food on their plates but grains for creativity and tradition. Wheat, rice, channa dal, mung dal, corn, these grains were not luxuries bought from a market but fruits of their toil, making it possible for the women of the house to craft extraordinary rangolis that blended art and culture seamlessly. It was a place built by hard work and hope, and though life was not without struggle, the family faced each challenge with grit and resilience. Today, their hearts were filled with a purpose beyond sustenance. It was the start of Chithirai Thiruvizha, a festival celebrating the celestial wedding of Lord Sundarswarar and goddess Meenakshi. For Kumar's wife Varalakshmi and sister Nadhiya, it was a chance to channel their creativity and strength into a rangoli, a vibrant masterpiece that would symbolize the beauty and determination of women everywhere. Unlike powder rangolis typically created outdoors, this grain-based rangolis needed to be placed indoors where they were protected from April's hot sun and inquisitive birds looking for easy meals. Their niece, Kavya, wandered into the hut carrying a freshly picked bouquet of flowers, her face glowing with excitement. "Can I help?" she asked, her voice bubbling with curiosity. Nadhiya pulled her close with a smile. "Of course. Today, we create something special, together." Moments later, Nadhiya's 10-year-old daughter, Dhanusri, joined the group following Kavya and carrying a broom, made of the center vein of coconut tree leaves, bundled together to create a powerful and stable broom. She proceeded to cleaning the floors as meticulously as she had seen her mother do it over the years. Meanwhile, Kavya returned with clay pots of cool water fetched from the well, and used this to thoroughly wash the floor. Together, they then laid the foundation for their art using rice powder, which Varalakshmi had ground that morning, their excitement blending harmoniously with the rhythmic flow of preparation. Their design? A traditional village girl adorned in a saree, holding a bouquet in one hand and a broom in the other, an image representing the graceful balance between celebration and labor, joy and duty, dreams and responsibilities. While starting their design, the women's thoughts turned to the trials they had faced over the years. "Last year's monsoon tested us," Nadhiya said quietly, her hands busy tracing the outlines of the village girl coming to being on the floor. "The rains came so fast, there was barely time to save the crops." Varalakshmi nodded, recalling the sight of their fields drowning under relentless rainwater. "We could have given up, but we didn't," she replied firmly. "We waded through the water, salvaging whatever we could. The men were away in the market, and it was us, the women, who protected what little we had left." Their niece Kavya, who was carefully placing white rice grains for the jasmine flowers in the Rangoli girl's hair, paused to listen. She had been too young then to understand the gravity of the situation, but hearing her aunt and mother recount it now, she felt a wave of pride. "How did you do it?" she asked, her voice brimming with curiosity. Nadhiya turned to her with a small smile. "We did what we always do, Kavya. We worked together. We didn't allow fear to stop us. When one of us grew tired, the other stepped in. When there seemed to be no way forward, we made one." The Rangoli itself was beginning to reflect this strength. Its grains and powders carried stories of resilience: coffee powder shading the Rangoli girl's hair, speaking to the earthy humility of village women who remain grounded even in adversity. Golden corn grains shimmered in the folds of her sari, symbolic of prosperity, not just in wealth but in spirit, cultivated through perseverance. Her white rice bouquet, delicate yet bold, stood for purity of purpose and clarity in the face of struggle. Kavya placed a spiral of channa dal under the bouquet of flowers in the Rangoli girl's left arm, her small hand steady. The warm, golden spirals represented abundance and the enduring cycles of life, lessons she now realized her family had internalized through years of hardship. "We keep going," Kavya said softly, repeating her aunt's words as she brushed away stray grains. "Even when the storms come." For Dhanusri, Nadhiya's 10-year-old daughter, the weight of her family's struggles was something she carried with pride. She had seen her mother patch up their hut after the monsoon rains, fastening palm fronds to the roof with nothing but coconut fiber rope and determination. She had watched Varalakshmi repair clothes by candlelight, ensuring her husband Kumar could sell their fresh produce in the market looking neat and presentable. "Do you ever feel tired?" Dhanusri asked as she sprinkled green mung dal across the Rangoli sari folds, her voice hesitant. Her mother paused, her hands poised over the coffee powder. "Of course I do," Nadhiya admitted. "But strength isn't about never feeling tired. It's about finding the courage to keep going even when you do." Kavya looked up from her work. "I want to be strong like you," she said quietly. "Like the Rangoli girl." Varalakshmi knelt beside her, brushing a stray jasmine flower from her niece's hair. "You already are," she said warmly. "Every time you help in the fields, every time you share your ideas with us, you show your strength. It's inside you, it grows every day." As the Rangoli took shape, so did the family's confidence. Every grain and petal seemed to affirm their journey, fenugreek seeds outlining the blouse, representing quiet fortitude, green chilis adorning the tassels, a fiery testament to courage, pink oleander petals, soft yet vibrant, speaking of compassion that refuses to weaken under hardship. Facing poverty with pride, Kumar's family had never had much in the way of material wealth. The rains had not only threatened their crops but also pushed them to the brink of poverty. Yet it was their ability to innovate and make use of their resources that kept them afloat. Their Rangoli, crafted from grains grown in their own fields, was a reflection of this resourcefulness. "These grains," Varalakshmi said as she smoothed the white rice along the sari's hem, "are not just food. They are gifts of the earth, blessings that we've earned through hard work." The Rangoli girl held a broom in one hand and a bouquet in the other, poised between labor and celebration. She was a symbol of every woman who wakes before the sun to tend her family, who balances tradition with aspiration, who faces challenges with unyielding grace. For Nadhiya and Varalakshmi, she was a reminder of their strength, the strength to turn storms into opportunities, poverty into creativity, and hardships into stories of resilience. The village princesses, as the Rangoli neared completion, Nadhiya led Dhanusri inside to prepare her for the festival. From a trunk in the corner, she pulled out a brown gold and turquoise blue sari, its shimmering colors echoing the radiant earthen tones of the Rangoli. "This sari is your armor today," Nadhiya said as she draped the fabric carefully, tying it to perfection. The brown gold in the sari represents a rich earthy tone symbolizing warmth and stability. For Nadhiya, it reflected their ability to ground themselves amidst life's uncertainties, a strength women carried within them without ever boasting of it. It was the color of the soil they walked on, the roots that connected them to their traditions and ancestors. The turquoise blue in the sari represents a vibrant splash of creativity and aspiration. The blue sang of the ocean's boundlessness, a metaphor for the dreams the girls carried, as endless as the waves. It represented their determination to explore new horizons, no matter how far they seemed. She adorned Dhanusri with silver earrings, their intricate designs sparkling softly. Around her neck, she fastened a silver necklace, the matching jewelry adding elegance to the look. Finally, Nadhiya combed Dhanusri's coffee brown hair, which was mere shoulder length. From her trunk, she took out a bundle of 2 long strands of hair, which she attached to Dhanusri's hair. These longer strands could be braided or even adorned with flowers. "Do you know why we braid our hair?" she asked. Dhanusri shook her head. "A braid is strong," Nadhiya explained. "Each strand alone is fragile, but together, they're unbreakable, just like us." When Dhanusri stepped outside, Kumar paused his work in the vegetable field, his face lighting up with pride. "You are the queen of the festival," he said warmly, his voice filled with affection. Dhanusri twirled in delight, her confidence glowing brighter than the morning sun. Now it was Kavya's turn. She was still too young to be sufficiently adept to fold and wrap her own saree. So Varalakshmi stepped in to help her niece in this complicated process that required folding the entire fabric of the saree into neat 15 centimeters folds. These were then tucked in into the back of her tight underskirt, and then the balance of the saree material was wrapped once around the girl from right to left and continuing to her back. To keep the material in place, one side was always tucked into the skirt, once around the hip. The final balance of the saree textile, which had a length of 5.5 meters, was thrown from the back over the shoulders. It hung like a tassel on the front side of the girl. Kavya's saree had been wrapped differently, but the Rangoli girl's saree had been wrapped with a tassel hanging over her shoulder and in front of her body. Next, Varalakshmi worked on Kavya's makeup and hair. Her hair too was only barely shoulder length. So 2 strands of similar colored hair were used to extend her short hair into beautiful long hair, which was then adorned with flowers. Finally, Varalakshmi adorned her niece with some matching jewelry. Like Cinderella, Kavya and Dhanusri had turned from simple village girls into glorious princesses, and they loved the attention they were getting from neighbors and bystanders. A message of empowerment as the family dressed up Dhanusri and Kavya for the festival. Their smiles mirrored the vibrancy of the Rangoli. The brown gold and turquoise blue saree worn by Dhanusri shimmered in the light, its colors echoing the earthy beauty of the grains. Kavya twirled in her matching attire, her silver earrings glinting like tiny stars. "Do you know why we braid our hair?" Nadhiya asked, her fingers weaving the strands into a long ponytail. The girls shook their heads. "A braid is strong because all the strands work together. Alone, they're weak, but together, they're unbreakable." As the family gathered around the completed Rangoli, Varalakshmi spoke to the crowd that had assembled. "This Rangoli village girl is not just a picture. She is every woman in this village. She carries a broom because women carry their families. But she also holds flowers because we celebrate life, even when it's hard. We don't choose between duty and dreams, we live both, beautifully." A legacy to inspire. As the day turned to evening, the Rangoli glowed under flickering oil lamps, its colors and shapes carrying messages of resilience and hope. For young women like Kavya and Dhanusri, it was not just a festival decoration, it was a reminder that strength begins within and grows with every challenge faced and overcome. And as the stars rose above the village, the Rangoli whispered to every woman who saw it, "Storms may come, but strength endures." Together, women light the way forward, creating beauty from even the hardest moments.
Perdiendo entre las sombras desvaneciendo. Siempre otro despedir, a veces más lento, demasiado rápido para mí, siempre tan fuerte mi necesidad por ti. La primera mirada que yo vi fue la misma que me diste en aquel despedir, aquel abrazo. Vino a ser el último que te di, tu mano en mi mano. Todo me lo sabía decir. Me ahoga, me agarré tan fuerte de ti, no quería soltarte, no podía dejarte ir, el miedo a perderte no me dejaba respirar, no podía aguantar que ya no estarías más. La primera mirada que yo vi fue la misma que me diste en aquel despedir, aquel abrazo. Vino a ser el último que te di, tu mano en mi mano. Todo me lo sabía decir. Cerca, siempre cerca, cerca, siempre cerca de mí. Cerca, siempre cerca, cerca, siempre cerca de mí. La primera mirada que yo vi fue la misma que me diste en aquel despedir, aquel abrazo. Vino a ser el último que te di, tu mano en mi mano. Todo me lo sabía decir. Sal de tu nido, paloma linda, anda y prueba tu volar. No tengas miedo, mi palomita, que nada te va a pasar. Anda y prueba tus alas bonitas, sin que el temor te limite. Vuela paloma bien alto, mi vida, no dudes que siempre amanece, ya amanecerá. Paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda. Fuerza, paloma linda, el cielo te va a cuidar. Cuando no salga el sol, mi paloma, tu propia luz te va a guiar. Anda y prueba tus alas bonitas, sin que el temor te limite. Vuela, paloma, tan libre como la vida, no dudes que siempre amanece, que amanecerá. Paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda. De tu nido, paloma linda, anda y prueba tu volar. No tengas miedo, mi palomita, que nada te va a pasar.